How did you implement new technologies into your business?
Um, so I think there are two parts to this question. I think what you might be asking is, one is that there is a technology that we have developed, which is the foundation of our business, right? It is in fact what we are licensing to our customers in order to make money. Right? The second part of that question is, how are we leveraging the technology that is available in the market in order to be more competitive in our business, right? So I think both those things are important. First of all, you need to have a technology that has a lot of important properties, right? So one is that it needs to be unique. It needs to be something that is not offered by other companies, right? It needs to also have a high barrier to entry. So there cannot be, every other guy who can see the solution can say, hey, I'm going to build this and I'm going to sell this for half the price of what these guys are doing, right? So there needs to be a very big barrier to entry. Thirdly, it needs to be, universally applicable. So if you're building a technology that is going to be used in a certain type of business, in a certain type of industry, you've already decided that your market is that small, right? Whereas the universal applicability of this technology has to be widespread in order to have a very large total addressable market. And in the case of what we are doing, we think that the market is at least about 30 billion in size, right? So that's kind of the number. Above 10 billion is something that you should target in order to be a really successful company. I think those are the few things that I would look for in a new technology that I would like to take to market, right? Now the second part of the question is, how do we leverage the existing technology solutions out there in order to be more competitive? Now there are various things there. In development, we can use open source technology to not have to rewrite everything that that we have in our operations, like in our CRM, in our bug tracking system, in our intranet, in our email, everything that we do, we use technology solutions. And I think it's the difference between a guerrilla, lightweight guerrilla tactical force versus a very expensive large army of soldiers that it just will kill your back to maintain. So I think using the right tools, being able to deliver services on WebEx, for example, being able to use Skype for communication, being able to use internet-based CRM systems, cloud-based CRM, in order to keep your global workforce connected on sales. These are the kinds of things that you have to do today in order to be competitive. In my previous job at TrustGenix, that was the difference between my company and a competitor, is that they had a lot of money from external investors. They spent that unwisely on flying people everywhere, having in-person presence at a lot of places, which weren't delivering the amount of revenue that would sustain that business. They ran out of money. We were able to sustain and win business because we made the right technology choices.